what is it we're supposed to forget? We were so well. Let's see. We had sell the Earth Angel in the cards at one time. They did. They wanted to sell an Earth Angel. I think they wanted to harvest that healing Kundalini energy. Well, hell, that's some kind of weird sex crime. Anyway, trying to sell didn't Los Angeles catch on fire over that? I do remember the city of angels burnt to a crisp. I remember that. And they didn't like Reiki. They put an end to that with the voodoo. That was the crown. And that shit it blasted my crown open. Hey, look at that. It's a bee. And you'll have that dragonfly energy. Every time I hear dragonfly, you know, the first, I mean, you can go because that was the book. That was what I wasn't that what started all of this was I had copyrighted poetry that they wanted to plagiarize or whatever, and they couldn't because I copyrighted it. But as long as I was here, then they could take my poetry book. That was in the cards at one time, regardless of. I mean, I have a poetry book, and that energy was in the cards. I guess we can forget all that. We can forget all that. It's kind of a weird reason for it. It's poetic justice, isn't it? Wouldn't that be poetic justice? Coming back, and you have dragonfly energy in the cards, which means the connection to spirit. You're correct. And I mean, the most narcissistic thing that a person can do is give you a poem and tell you that it's just for you. No. I wrote this a long time ago, but I'll do it if you want. You and I are like dragonfly. We'll always hover heavy and we'll always hover high. When the wind blows hard, we'll even hover side by side, sometimes bumping together and getting lost for the night. But we always rendezvous back together, me finding my lady and her finding her guy, which lets me know without a doubt. If there is no you and I, then there's no chance of us being those two dragonfly. And see, that's the thing is, that was written for spirit. It's what it is. You know, you find muses in the most unlikely of places. Generally 6 words. All I need is 6 words. 3 words that describe your favorite personal traits, and 3 words that describe your favorite things to do. In 6 words, I bang some shit out like that. And that's what it is. I mean, that's that untapped hidden angel journaling. But see, I stopped doing that because when I write that shit down, it comes true. And that's what baffles them. It's the power of the written word. It's the power of the written word. And I think that's what got them all shocked is when I write something, poof, it pops up in their reality like magic. Anyways, power of the written word connected to spirit. Not that big a deal. Anyway, so yeah, let's see. They're trying to sell the Earth Angel off into some kind of weird Sook's slavery. So I'm sure the government officials that took bribes on that, they'll love to know that they're wrapped up in that energy. I mean, you gotta love wrapping up officials in an island with some sell the Earth Angel for some weird kind. They wanted to do some kind of ritual, didn't they? What do you think? It was like some kind of weird bukkake ritual, some kind of weird shit. That's what it is. I'm not into that. Certainly not into. I'm into some weird shit, but not that weird shit. Do. And yeah, I mean the entire aspect because I took your advice, you know, and we did, you know, having Archangel Michael because I do an Archangel Michael cord cutting ceremony. So when I cut all of the cords with Archangel Michael, like you ladies had said, cut out all the relationships that only revolved around money. And I was like, well, you know, money is a tool. We have to use that to eat. But then it come down to it, and I realize now, right? They should have been donating instead of paying bribes because now they're all wrapped up into bribes to try to unalive an Earth Angel. And that's why you don't get into these financial predator situations because it'll be second guessing your intuition and getting wrapped right back up again with some kind of organized mob shit. I can't do anything about that. But now when I see these readers talking about the Earth Angel has a certain set of skills that makes me a nightmare for people like that, that's what it is. And I mean, you don't want people to be in a nightmare. They kind of create their own, because we're all creating our own reality. And that would be the thing. And that would be the thing is that, because that's the thing is, you invest in an ebook, and then that's all your thief energy, because I go to a funeral, and they come in and they just, oh, look at all this content we have while he's not paying any attention. He's at a funeral. Let's disrespect the dead and let's piss him off. He'll give up if we rob. And it's what it is. And then the market crashed, and the company that made the ebook, they went out of business. It was like God said, you know what? We just yank that shit off of Earth. That's what happened. It did. He reached down and yanked that shit right off of Earth. Oh, we've been in business 15 years. God said, fuck you. You're out of here. So that's what it is. Work for me. So then we had to find something new, and they didn't like QHHT, because I was having some weird paranormal shit going on over at the location, whatever entities they were sending. And it's like, and then, the family, they pick up and leave. I'm like, well, fuck, I've got 2 locations. I really don't need to hold on to this one. And that was about the time Gemini Moon. It's about the time Gemini Moon said, Pisces, spirit sees your strength. I'm getting the name Lowe. Really? Tell me, General Tarot Reader, what message do you have for Mr. Lowe? Think it's a Fallon Loki? You think so? Huge difference between a fallen angel and a fallen angel. One ascends, the other one falls straight to hell. That's what it is, and I can't do anything about that. However, what I can do something about is removing my energy from a location that, y'all got Virgo doing weird shit in the background. Okay, well, that's what happens when you reject women. That's what it is. Now you have that obsessive, let's cook his bunny on a stove energy, that fatal attraction shit. That's what it is. I mean, you can't come at me and tell me, I know you. You're this guy, that guy, that guy. Well, no, that's not me. You've got me mixed up with someone else. It's like saying I'm Scott Lowe MMA. You can go right to YouTube, Scott Lowe MMA, and this guy pops up. And hell, we had some kind of weird shit with Joe Rogan there for a while. Isn't that who was using the water spirits? Well, now was getting some kind of weird ClickBank shit with water spirits. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. But it's what it is. It's mistaken. They think I'm someone that I'm fucking not. And then no one ever and then they go off and the hate train stops. Oh yeah, fucking let's do this, this, and this. And they have absolutely no clue. Now, when you girls are talking about all of these different cities where divine destruction is going on, you got to keep in mind, I worked in like 7 states let's see. Indiana, that's in your cards. Ohio, that keeps popping up. Nevada, California, yep, been there. Arizona, New Mexico, definitely. That place is underwater right now. It's completely underwater right now. And I said coyotes don't drink water, and God didn't agree. He took all the water out of New Mexico there for a little bit. They had a nasty little drought. That's a mayfly. You don't want that. Anyway. So yeah, and now New Mexico's underwater. So that's what it is. Dr. Hawk that didn't believe in human trafficking in New Mexico, he no longer has to take that medication, that poison that he prescribes you, and spit on that thing before he gives it to you. Because now they have a deluge. Just go to Google, New Mexico deluge. It's just flooding all of New Mexico. It's just what it is. Karma. It's karma. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about you talking about storm demons protecting the Earth Angel. Why? Is that the Allah? ALA? Because if you were to do your research on ALA, the Allah missing Alabama, there's no storm demon here. It's not on the sign. See, I follow the signs from the universe. That's what it's called, the 7 signs from the universe. And once you tapped in, tuned in, locked on, then you can follow them. And I already have my path set up. When I go on the journey, the signs talk to me. It's a weird tracking trait that I possess. It's just what it is. And, having the whole connection to the Most High makes it a lot easier. But when you're told to be patient, stay still, call your energy back, and return all of this hate train energy to the sender, well, that's the end of Watchmen. That's Dr. Manhattan from the end of Watchmen, all barricaded in his little Metatron's time cube. That's what it is. That's what it is. Anyway, yeah, it's expect the unexpected. It's only going to get weirder from here. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. You got to keep in mind, when I put all this shit together, you got to keep in mind it was a fated destiny. You had the three fates that are activated now came from the three fates that brought us in. The higher self channel can tell you that when you go out, you have three ways to go. That's why everybody, why is everything always working out for Pisces? Well, it does always work out until fucking someone gets in the way, because we're here to do a divine mission that has nothing to do with 3D mentalities. Do you run into an issue sometimes and you have to ask for help? Yeah, and then they can't fucking process because that fucking entity, I call it the glazed donut face, the Chick-fil-A girl face. You try to talk to them and they go stupid on you. They shut off because the frequency doesn't match with backdrop people. Anyway, you research Dolores Cannon's backdrop people, and that's where the body jumper goes. It goes right to the NPCs and just possesses them. I can't do anything about that. There's plenty of readers out there talking about it. Just because I deal with it, they talk about it, I've dealt with it. So that's what it is. Anyway. So yeah, the three fates that y'all are going through now. Basically, the higher self channel, and the word for word, what they said, word for word, is the big kahuna, like a tsunami. The big kahuna comes. You have three choices. It's either one, you can run towards the wave, knowing that you're basically sacrificing yourself, like a warrior, and get beaten, battered, bruised, passions of the Christ, tore up, da 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 da, and then you reincarnate with a tailor-made life, just like that. Or you can go, yay, I'm a starseed, I'm going home, and the water comes, breathe in the blue, you'll ascend instantly, like astral projection. They just yank you right out. No fear. But it's like, basically, and see, they hide the 7 Hermetic principles inside movies like Star Wars. Use the Force, Luke. What, Reiki? God Force energy with an added sci-fi exterior? Anyway, so 7 Hermetic principles within Star Wars. And what does he say? Strike me down and I will become more powerful than you can possibly imagine. Yes, that's ascension, right? So that's what it is. And now you've got them using unalive magic, and we can't believe the Earth Angels survived the Earth. We can't believe the Earth Angels survived the unalive magic. Make them prove he did. This is what it is. I think it's a great idea. It's what it is. They can't believe the Earth Angel's still alive. Well, fuck, I'm still right here. That's what it is. If they can't believe their unalive magic didn't work, then make them fucking... Well, number one, why did you use unalive magic? Because no weapon formed against us shall prosper. Number two, why are you trying to come? Why are we running around? Oh my God, we tried to unalive an Earth Angel and now we're getting karma. Oh, we've got scrambled egg brains. Oh no. That's what it is. I can't do that. Did they want me to forget that too? I can forget that shit. I can forget that shit. That's what it is. But I mean, it doesn't matter what multiverse you live in. Can we forget that China's underwater? Because that, right when you ladies had said in the cards that karma would be going back on the romance scammers because they were trying to flood you with burdens. I believe that's the word. You said flood with burdens. And then I thought, well, I've got all of these Chinese profiles that are just flooding my inbox. They do. They go to my social media, flood my inbox with, weird adult videos. And it's like, fucking quit adding me to that shit. Because that's the thing. That was the thing y'all told me about. They were trying to get the Earth Angel caught up in some kind of... Okay, great. So fucking they flood you with that shit, right? And you don't fall for it, but they just won't stop. And now China, under fucking water. Completely underwater. Ask them. Go ask China. Are you underwater? If you can Google it. Is China flooded? Oh, the floods of China. That's what it is. I got a bunch of Chinese women flooding my shit with dirty videos. I can't do anything about that. Every setup that they try is in your cards. Every setup they try is in your cards. And then I end up with a natural disaster that matches it, because that's the only way, that's what y'all said. The divine will show you as a reflection of what's going on, as their glamour magic, as their distractions, as they block the divine blocks them. They flood your profile, God floods China. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. They try to sell the Earth Angel because of human trafficking. Doctors don't believe in that. You can dip your women in the New Mexico deluge before you sell them. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about that. And it's what it is. I mean, now you've got all these public, Pisces, they want you to be quiet. What about Los Angeles on fire, New Mexico flooded, China flooded, and the multiverse of realities where that shit doesn't exist? Is that what they want me to be quiet about? I mean, you got a fire sign now, a fire witch out here that, her fire magic backfired. It didn't work. What, like my neighbor's house catching on fire? Is that what they want me to forget? See, it was in the cards right before it happened. I was kind of waiting on it. Where's this fire going to happen? Car wreck spills? Hell, they've already tried that twice. The second one was great. I put it on the channel. It's on the channel. You girls told me, and I was like, yeah, I want to see my spiritual protection in action. I put that. 38 minutes later, I'm down here. The car just completely comes over into the lane. The dude, not only did he run a red light, but he came over into the left-hand turn lane. Okay, so if you run a red light, you go straight. You just run the red light. No. This guy came over into the turning lane, coming straight towards me. And I'm like, well, these cars see him coming just like I do, so they're not going, and I can't go anywhere. And then, I'm on the outside of the 2-lane left turn lane, and the girl over here beside me, she's like, oh, look, the light's green. And like a zombie floors it and bam, picks him off. It's like playing basketball. She did like a basketball pick. You ever picked anybody in basketball? That's what it is. It's when you stop and go around them. That's what it is. But she just like, and he did. He knocked her back like 200 feet. Nasty, right? But it was cool that you girls had said that they were still trying to stage car wrecks and things. And they did. They said the dude had some kind of medical emergency or a possession or something. Who knows? It was the blue Subaru that you were able to. It was that blue Subaru. So you got that right, ladies. You certainly got that right. Can't forget that. That's what it is. I'm like, that's that blue Subaru that they were talking about in tarot. Thank God you girls mirror the moment so well. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. Can't do anything. And yes, I would say this is a horrible destiny swap gone terribly wrong, because they can't stop it. I mean, the girl on the outside turn lane, she can absolutely stop medical emergency from running into me. Young girl, about 20, back 200 feet, crying, "Oh God, I'm in a car wreck." Yeah, well, that's what car wreck magic does, I guess. I don't know anything about that shit. It's just what it is. Just what it is. And now you've got the little demons scrambling. Oh God, our magic's backfiring. Yeah, it sure is. Every tarot reader on the planet talking about it all around my business. So that's what it is. I can't do anything about that shit. I can forget all about it. I can forget all about that. We're going to take all of those problems, wrap them up with a bunch of political figures, crooked cops, judges, let them all, y'all go figure out all that crazy paranormal shit. The paranormal INFJ is going that way. It's just what it is. I think they forget I've been at this for a while. Yeah. What y'all said about 10 years I've been dealing with this shit? It's okay. It's their turn. It's their turn. What comes around goes around. Right? And I mean, when you ladies say that their cycle is just starting, absolutely, it sure is. Sure is. Nothing I can do about that. Right? And when you talk about, they're going to need you. Need me for what? You can't. Yeah, the part nobody's talking about. Yeah, this is the part that nobody's talking about. That's what it is. Once a life path 8, finish it. And it's just what it is I got blocked during my 8-year cycle with St. Martha the Dominator, because that was the energy in the cards, was it not? That the Catholic Church was trying to figure out how to stop the entity that they had summoned. And then your Pope died. He bit shit. He couldn't make it. Right? Got readers talking about him opening up portals to hell. Well, it's just, I guess, where you go when you do shit like that to Earth Angels. Oh no, back to the 3 fates. Yeah, that's what it is. And they said you come back with a tailor-made life. How does Pisces do it? Well, I had a fated destiny life. The shit's tailor-made. You follow the signs from the universe. What are those? Google them. 7 signs from the universe. Some people say 13. Some people say 7. The universe is constantly giving you signs. If you aren't tuned into it and paying attention to what's going on, then you're not going to know. And you can Google it. What is the spiritual meaning of dog? Dog barking. See, dog barks. It's just what it is. I mean, you've got all that energy in the background. Cool. You gotta keep in mind. I enjoy this. I enjoy watching people scramble in the background, especially in tarot, because I don't want to pay attention to anyone else. That's what it is. See, that's just it. Is they think that I'm paying attention to them. No, I'm watching tarot. I'm watching tarot or playing with the dog, or if I could take in calls. That's what it is. I do other shit. That's what it is. However, having that body jumper in your cards is a concern to me, especially since I have a 5-star client whose daughter got gin. I call it getting gin hitched. You can call it gin possession, call it whatever you want to. It hitches a ride. So, and you can see it. I'm a seer. What is an INFJ seer of souls? A seer that sees these fucking entity attachments. That's what it is. Does it frazzle me? You ever seen anybody possessed by a demon with your gift of sight? That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Right. Sit back and let mothers send me the picture and go, yeah, well, this tarot reader was just talking about the picture that you just sent me, and then I send her the reading. Oh, yes, this really resonates. Well, yeah, I know, because he said it before you sent me the picture, and then I send you the reading, and the picture and the reading match up, so absolutely it's going to resonate. The problem is, she's already arrested. Just like the woman that cooked the dog down the road and blamed it on the 11-year-old devil. They're called jinn whispers for a reason. They're called spirits of influence for a reason. They use them on people under contract to look crazy for a reason. Ask INFJ Irene Bedford. She got arrested the same time I did. What did I learn? Psychic protection and shielding away from jinn entities and removing the fear, the rage, or getting into my passion, unless it's poetry, and then that's when shit comes to life right in your reality. Ah, that's what it is. But that's angel journaling, so there's a completely, that's most high. That's if two shall see, so shall it be. That's what it is. When they start relying on these genies, bad shit happens to them. Okay, well, yeah, they're starting to figure that out now. They made a deal with a genie, and now it is fucking their life up. I'm glad it's better them than me. Better them than me. Yep. This is what it is. However, y'all are doing an amazing job. And yeah, I've been at this shit for some time. So, of course, it's all going to fucking come back to the source. So it is. I can't do anything about that. Let y'all get some education off of my experience. That's what it is. You got women cooking dogs now, so I can't do anything about that. Patience is needed. Unalive magic is backfiring. So far, it's been a dog casualty, the wrong dead dad for Thanksgiving, China, New Mexico's flooded. Who knows how many people have planes falling out of the sky. It's just what it is. Weird paranormal shit that can't nobody explain, but we can certainly, take all of those energies that these energy readers are able to pick up and wrap them right up with taking bribes, with cover-ups, with conspiracy. It's cool. No longer a theory. It's all wrapped up together over there. That's what it is. Pisces, you got to forgive that shit and let it go. Okay, great. I can forgive it and let it go. Can you? That's what it's about. because that's them in a karmic cycle, not me. So it is. I just finished one, remember? We're closing that cycle out and rocketing, rising like a phoenix from the ashes. You are the phoenix rising from the ashes. Yes, and all the shit that I just said is the ashes. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Simple enough. What are you looking at? Hang on, I gotta go look at a puppy. Bye.